tips. Now it's time to take a look at what's happening today in your neighborhood. B-52 bombers are dropping 500-pound munitions at Fort Hood today. The training runs from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. It's part of routine exercises to keep air crews sharp and ready. People living near the base should expect to hear loud aircraft noise during that time. Fort Hood officials say all operations are planned and coordinated for safety.
I'm Shaji Adam reporting in Kansas City. Baylor women's basketball time in the T-Mobile Center was cut short after they fell to Colorado, but the madness of March is just beginning for the Bears.
If it doesn't wake them up, then it's going to be a real short trip in the NCAA tournament for us.
It unfortunately was a short trip for Baylor women's basketball to Kansas City for the Big 12 championship tournament. Baylor comes up on the losing side in a 62-53 game against Colorado.
I think we had a chance to increase our seed line, and I think we did the opposite. So I'm not real focused on the positives right now.
You never really want to have games like this, especially in a tournament, and especially now it's March. These are kind of games that we want to have in November, but I think that we still have an opportunity to bounce back.
The Bears look to regroup. The team looks to put this loss behind them and remember to play their game.
I just think we have to get back to where we were defensively. I think our defensive intensity has kind of dropped a little bit, and I think we just got to get locked back in the game plan.
Our mentality, just being prepared. You can't take any quarter, any second, any possession for granted going into the NCAA tournament because mistakes get you beat in March. So we just need to be ready and be clicking on all cylinders.
We will see what fate has in store for the Bears as Baylor women's basketball will look to bounce back after the Big 12 tournament. Reporting in Kansas City, I'm Shaji Adam.
Good morning, Central Texas. We are waking up to pretty mild morning. We got some clouds out there. It's a little humid, I would say. It's off actually 64 degrees in Waco, too. A little disappearance there with the temperature, but 64 in Temple, Killeen, Bryan College Station. A little bit warmer there at 66, in Gatesville 64, as well as Hillsborough and Mejia. So as we look out there, you can kind of see some clouds in the background. How about the sunrise at 7:45? Are you still a little bit tired? It always takes me a few days to get used to the time change, but I do love the extra sunshine in the afternoon. So let's talk about the weather headlines and some things to remember here. We do have a fog advisory right now for Burnett and Williamson, but we've also got some fog. There's not an advisory there, but over in the northeastern side of Central Texas as well. Breezy today, that's what we're looking at, with some gusts, maybe up to about 30 miles an hour, but conditions are going to be pretty breezy in general. And then we've got some rain coming in as we move into tomorrow and also on Wednesday. So as we look at the temperatures, where are we going to get today? We're going to get to pretty much the low 80s. We're expecting a high of about 80 in Mart, 82 in Waco, 81 in McGregor as we move a little bit further south, a degree warmer here. Rogers 83, and we're looking at 81 in Nolensville, Temple 81, and also Youngsport 82. So a little bit warmer in Bell. That's pretty typical. Caldwell's only going to top out at about 83. Usually they're our fun warm spot for Central Texas, but we're also expecting a temperature is pretty much the same. San Saba 83, Goldthwaite 81. So the feels like temperature might be a degree or two warmer, and that's because the heat index, it is going to be a little bit humid today, so it'll feel a little bit warmer, but the breeze will help out with sustained winds, actually, up to about 20 miles per hour, and then gusts up to about 30. If you're heading off to school, you're looking at highs in the upper 60s on the way to school, and on the way home, right around 80. But remember, the highs are going to be a little bit later today, and so it'll still get warmer than that. As we look at our future track, I just want you to think about the rain that's going to come in. So Tuesday afternoon, it looks like we're going to have this system make it over to our area, giving us some rain a little bit on Tuesday afternoon, but with the majority coming probably Tuesday night, overnight into Wednesday morning. And as we look at the other high-resolution model, shows a little bit more rain coming in early on Wednesday. What does that mean? We have a slight opportunity for some severe weather in this area, sort of that northeastern quadrant of Central Texas for Tuesday afternoon, the hottest day, but we have a layer, a cap again. So it might be kind of similar to what we saw on Friday, where those thunderstorms can't break through the cap, but nonetheless a slight opportunity for that severe weather. And as far as the rain situation, we're looking at, if we're lucky, maybe we'll get about an inch in general.
I'm John Matteries. More and more people, especially older people, are opening up their mailbox to find it filled with charity requests. You hate saying no, but too much is too much. Is there any way to stop them?
If your mailbox is overflowing with charity requests, you're not alone. John Matteries has the story, including how you can take back control and make sure your donations actually go where you want them to.
Imagine this. You open up your mailbox every day only to find it filled with charity requests. You hate saying no, but you're getting more and more of them. Is there any way to stop it?
Audrey Shelton is not surprised to open her mailbox and find requests for help.
I open this, and it's usually stuffed.
She has stacks of them.
One day.
This is one day?
One day.
Shelton believes these letters come from good, legitimate charities, but for her, it's overwhelming.
It just blew up all of a sudden. I got solicitations from all over the country, you know, some even international solicitations.
She suspects her name and address were sold after donating to a few.
I know my mailman hates me because if I don't get my mail every 2 days, then he can't put any more in.
Bennett Weiner with the Better Business Bureau's Wise Giving Alliance says you can end up on a mailing list based on something you bought or a newsletter you subscribe to.
People wrongfully assume that those lists just come from other charities.
To reduce incoming mail, Weiner suggests you focus your giving.
Select the ones you want to give to and give larger amounts to them rather than small amounts to numerous organizations.
He says eliminate unwanted requests by visiting dmachoice.org, a mail preference service run by the Association of National Advertisers, or write directly to the charity. Weiner says enclose the mailing label or return card and add the correct postage. Just don't write return to sender.
Nonprofit mail rates only go in one direction, to your home. Unless you put additional postage on that envelope, it's not going to go back to the charity.
Shelton hopes by signing up at dmachoice.org,
This is like from December into January.
she can slow the tidal wave of mailings.
It just piles up.
That way you don't waste your money. John Matteries, Scripps News Group.
Coming soon, the reopening. I'm Mariah Williams, your neighborhood reporter in Belton, and after a year on the market, the historic Beltonian Theater will soon be turning on the house lights again.
Good morning, Central Texas. Let's take a look at that 10-day outlook. So today we're going to have clouds. Got a little bit of fog this morning. Currently dense fog advisory in Burnett and Williamson. But we've also got a little bit on the eastern side, even the Brazos Valley a little bit as well. Just not an advisory issued. We're expecting a high of 82. It's going to be breezy today, warm and a bit humid, so it'll feel a little bit warmer as we get into Tuesday. Tuesday afternoon, slight opportunity for some severe weather with a high of 79 and about a 30% chance of rain. We could see a little bit more. And then overnight into Wednesday, that's when we're going to have most of the rain, high of 76. Then we cool off behind the front at 67 on Thursday. Then we're back up to above average temperatures. In fact, we're pretty much going to be above average. Usually it's in the mid 60s. So as we look at the Brazos Valley, kind of the same situation, maybe a few degrees warmer as we look at those highs. But look at these morning lows, waking up Thursday and Friday morning in the 40s.
In downtown Belton, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Mariah Williams. I'm here at the Beltonian Theater, a longtime community staple that's closed its doors a year ago. But now the popcorn machine is warming back up.
You know, maybe you're watching a movie at home or you're watching a movie in the theater and you have a reaction and you don't know why. You don't know whether it's a combination of the acting on the screen or any myriad things, but something happens and people get affected in a positive way.
Zechariah Baker owned the Beltonian Theater for 7 years, but when he moved his family to Corpus Christi, it was time to sell the place he'd come to love.
The reaction you get as people leave and as they come in is really something that you don't see in a lot of other movie theaters, and that's something we pride ourselves on here at the Beltonian.
With immersive experiences into the classics and modern releases, he told me he wanted to keep the transaction local.
That's a big legacy. There's a lot of families that have stayed in this area, and we'll have generations of people come in and tell me about the movies they saw when they were a kid in the 50s and 60s.
The sale officially closed on Friday, and as the lights come up on a new legacy, local family and now owners Katie and Joey Carlin tell me the odds were in their favor to purchase the $700,000 listed building. It was a devastating thing when we saw it was up for sale last year. The Beltonian had been a pillar of this community as a hub for the arts by way of film and performance and as a gathering space for friends and family. We saw an opportunity to build on the legacy the Bakers had created for film and the arts and to keep it a unique historical space that would support this community. The new owners say they plan to bring that movie magic back to Belton in the early summer. Reporting in Belton, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Mariah Williams.
Thank you for waking up with us on Good Morning Texas. I'm Dominique Lay, filling in for Sade. Now, we have lots to get to this morning, but first, let's take a look at the weather. Meteorologist Leslie Lacey is here with us. Leslie, this morning it was kind of cool. What are we looking at the rest of this week? Is there any rain in the forecast?
Well, fortunately, we're not going to have any rain today. Maybe a little sprinkles, but what you see behind me here is the last 48 hours. And boy, did we need that rain on Saturday. And so we got some, and we really needed it as this front passed through. You can see as we look at where we are now, though, we're looking much, much better here. But we do have a dense fog advisory at Burnett and also Williamson, those areas in Central Texas. The National Weather Service has issued a dense fog advisory, but honestly, we also have some fog over on the eastern end in Centerville right now. They're down to about 1.5 miles. No advisory has been issued, but just want you to let you know. And then there are some other areas where you're going to see some fog. Why is that? Well, because the temperatures are in the mid-60s, 65 here, a degree cooler as we move down to Bell, and then we're looking at 64. And overall, we're pretty much between, say, 62. It's a little bit lower in Burnett, and 67 up, of course, at Canna. And then look at the dew points. Very, very similar in the areas, and that's what's creating some of that fog. But it will clear up soon over the next hour.
Alrighty, thank you, Leslie. Developing this morning, the partial government shutdown is hitting travelers hard this spring break. TSA funding ran out last month, and with agents working without pay, security lines are stretching up to 3 hours. Hannah Battah reports from New York.
This morning, as spring break travel ramps up, chaos at multiple U.S. airports. Travelers facing hours-long delays during this partial government shutdown. Funding for the Homeland Security Department, which includes the TSA, expired last month, meaning TSA officers, for the second time in 6 months, are being forced to work without pay, prompting more agents to call out sick. That's causing delays of up to 3 hours in security lines, including here in Houston.
We got here at 10 a.m. My flight was departing at 1:50, and we're not going to make that here. The guy said to me, heads up, it's a mess down there. And man, he was right.
In New Orleans, lines stretched through multiple floors and into the parking garage. The disruptions come as airlines brace for a 4% increase in spring break travelers compared to last year. That's nearly 3 million passengers expected each day. The partial government shutdown stems from a standoff in Congress. Democrats are demanding changes to immigration enforcement before they approve new Homeland Security funding. An organization representing airlines is urging Congress and the administration to negotiate a deal, saying America's transportation security workforce is too important to be used as political leverage. But now, a possible new logjam in Congress. President Trump says he won't sign any new bills into law until the Senate approves the SAVE Act. That's a bill that would require people show proof of citizenship and a photo ID in order to vote. Democrats claim it'll lead to voter suppression. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
And here at home, Central Texas families are already feeling the cost of the Iran conflict at the gas pump. Texas gas prices jumped, and experts warn prices could climb even higher. Chantel Belafonte reports.
I'm Chantal Belafonte, your neighborhood reporter in West, and I'm here at the Exxon off of I-35, and I've been talking to drivers about the rising prices at the pump, and they've been telling me that they've been seeing big changes since last week when the war between the U.S. and Iran started.
Gas is averaging at least 20 cents more per gallon than it would be in Waco or Belle Meade area.
That's Fred Stroud's take on the rising gas prices in Central Texas and around the country as the war in Iran rages on. He tells me he has a landscaping business and collects recyclables.
And I have to travel here almost daily in my work routine because I have equipment out here and I have storage space out here.
AAA Texas says with the Middle East conflict, higher fuel demands and the transition to summer blend gas are factors for pushing prices higher. Renee Pina and his wife are traveling to Dallas from Corpus Christi. He says they noticed the increase literally happen overnight.
A week ago, we saw it from one day to the other. It went up from, it was like $3.49, and then all of a sudden we woke up and the next morning it was $3.99.
Stroud adds filling up his truck costs about $100 every time, leaving him with this feeling.
A little bit empty if I fill it up.
According to AAA, the average gas price on Friday in McLennan County is $2.97. That's a next day jump of 7 cents from Thursday. And just a week ago, gas prices were $2.63. While the prices at each gas station will vary, Pina tells me this week cost him about $5 more to fill up each time he needed gas.
Well, of course, no, it's not fair. My wife and I, we try to concentrate on being happy.
For Stroud, recycling is also up.
I guess you could say the cost of living is going up. Recycle is up. And before this war started, it was like $5 a hundred. It's almost double that now. It's like $8.50 a 100 pounds.
According to AAA, as of Friday, the national gas price is $3.32. I'm Chantal Belafonte, your neighborhood reporter in West.
And rising diesel prices are hitting Central Texas farmers where it hurts, in the wallet. Farmers in the region report burning more than 30 gallons of diesel per tractor per day, and it doesn't stop at the pump. Higher fuel prices drive up the cost of fertilizer, pesticides, and shipping. Experts say consumers could soon feel it too, in higher prices at grocery stores and local farmers markets. Gas prices are up 47 cents in just 1 week, and that's just the start. What the war in Iran could mean for your wallet, coming up after the break. The war in Iran is hitting American wallets hard. Gas, diesel, and jet fuel prices are all climbing, and economists warn high energy costs could soon spell bigger trouble ahead. Allison Kosick has the story.
This morning, the war in Iran is fueling another spike in energy prices.
From $40 to fill up my tank, I paid $72 to fill up my tank, and it's a 4-cylinder car.
Gas prices are up 47 cents per gallon in the last week to a national average of $3.45. Diesel prices climbing even faster, which could mean higher shipping rates. And more expensive jet fuel means airfares could be taking off.
Are you worried about gas prices right now?
No. This is a short excursion into something that should have been done for 47 years.
President Trump describing higher fuel prices as a sacrifice, calling short-term oil prices a very small price to pay for safety and peace. But overnight, oil prices topped $100 per barrel, the highest level in nearly 4 years, as the Iran conflict cripples exports. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is calling on President Trump to tap into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, but experts say a release would not have much impact on prices. Economists looking at the big picture say high energy costs, coupled with a weakening jobs market, could spell trouble ahead.
What workers are dealing with is an insecurity in their jobs at the same time that the effects of inflation over the course of 5 years have compounded. Now we've got in front of us a war, or certainly ongoing strikes in Iran, and that has boosted oil prices, which is creating another whole level of uncertainty.
Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
Good morning, Central Texas. We're waking up to some clouds. Some areas have a little bit of fog, but some areas are getting a little bit better with that fog. Let's go ahead and take a look at the temperatures right now. We're actually 64 in Waco, as well as Temple, Killeen. Bryan College Station checking in a little bit warmer at 66. Gatesville 64, as well as Hillsboro, and 65 now over in Mejia. Are you feeling a little bit more tired today, maybe? Or did you adjust to the time change already? We're going to have a high of 82 today. Takes me a little while. but I love the fact that we're going to have more sunshine in the afternoon. Sunrise now is going to be at 7:45 a.m. this morning. So a little bit darker walk to school, but also we're going to be maybe a little bit cooler on the walk home because now the high temperatures come a little bit later in the afternoon. So that 3 o'clock time period, they're closer to 4. Neighborhood forecast here, 81 in West. We're expecting a high of 81 in Crawford as well. And look at Mart at 80. As we move over to Bell, we're going to be maybe a degree or two warmer. That's pretty typical. Temple checking in for 81 for the high, and then Killeen and Fort Hood. Well, Killeen 82, Fort Hood 81, and Rogers 83. Overall throughout the neighborhood, Brazos Valley is sticking around the mid-80s. Caldwell, Bryan College Station, and Madisonville all expected to have a high around 83, as well as Cameron and Goldthwaite looking at about 81 over on the western side. So some things to keep in mind. We do have a fog advisory right now, and it is in effect for Burnett and Williamson County. Okay, we also have a little bit of fog over near Centerville too. So the northeastern side, there's some fog developing, but not an advisory. But it is down to about a mile of visibility. It is going to wrap up. Meanwhile, we're going to be breezy, mostly cloudy today. You might see a sprinkle, but we're really not expecting any rain. And also, we're going to have some nice wind, checking in at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, with some gusts maybe up to 30 miles per hour. Let's talk about the rain. So we have a system that's coming in. It's going to give us a little bit of rain on Tuesday afternoon, okay? And with that, we have a slight opportunity for some severe weather if those storms can break the cap, kind of like what we talked about on Friday. As we look at the other model here, you can see more of the rain predicted to come into Wednesday morning, Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday morning. We need it. This would be the area on Tuesday that we're going to be watching for a slight opportunity in the afternoon for some severe weather. As far as rainfall is considered, we're not going to get that much. If we're lucky, maybe, a half to an inch. Certainly need it. We're still in that drought.
Accessible from gas stations and vape shops. The FDA says this herbal supplement comes with serious risks. A family is now speaking out about kratom after their son ended up in the hospital in full withdrawal. Caroline Colborn reports.
For Chesterfield County dad Dean Francis, family is everything.
The tradition on Thanksgiving, on the turkey trot.
Inside his Midlothian home, portraits of his 4 children line the walls, including photos of his 30-year-old son, Cameron.
Cameron was the energy booster in our family growing up.
Cameron graduated high school in 2014 and went on to run cross country at Liberty University.
Nobody worked harder.
At college, Cameron wasn't interested in partying or drinking, but his dad says he searched for what he thought was a healthy alternative to take the edge off.
And he found kratom online, and it said it was plant-based, an herbal supplement, and it can